Gentlemen, the last time our performer performed here for the very first time, we didn't know what to expect then, and some time has passed since that performance, but we're no closer to knowing what's going to happen this evening either. So please, without any further ado, may I welcome back to our esteemed performance rug. Please, a round of applause for Marrron.
Hi everybody. How's it going? You alright?
Yeah.
Having a good evening?
Yeah.
Thank you to the wonderful performers that have preceded me this evening. Just amazing musical talent. Karen. Gonna put you on the spot. Keep doing what you're doing. It's beautiful. Really, really is. It's amazing. Who seconds that?
Yeah.
Yeah? She's getting even more embarrassed. So, my name is Marrron. It's lovely to be... I can't begin to explain to you just how good it feels to be back at the Bee's Mouth on Wednesday. Oh, JJ, could you give me about 90 seconds notice before the end, please, mate? Thank you. I'd like to explore a little bit more because we're so blessed with musical talent and we're actually inundated with Louis. How many Louis are in tonight? Yeah? They've probably gone upstairs for a smoke. And Phil's. There's Phil's as far as the eye can see. Everywhere you look, there's Phil's. It's just amazing. So anyway, what I'd like to do is, my name is Marrron. I'd like to share a little bit more, but to get me in the mood, I need a little bit coming back from the audience. So, after me, I'd like you to all shout out as loud as you can. Marrron, Marrron, how have you been, Marrron? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Marrron, Marrron, how have you been, Marrron?
Well, that's a really good question. Thank you for asking. It's been a bit tricky, actually, to be honest. I've not been here for a while, and I love to say that I haven't got any positive COVID tests to show anybody or anything like that. I've just not been feeling it, but being honest, I've been a little bit of a coward. I think maybe it's been a bit harsh on myself, but I've just not felt like it. Because I've set myself, could I give not a show of hands, but like, if we've met before, could you make the noise of a cat? Okay, and if we haven't met before, could you make the noise of a pigeon? Okay, it's amazing, cats and pigeons. I hope you can all... I only just thought of that when I came. I hope people can get on all right. Different species can get on okay. That's a really important thing here. So I'm here because I've committed to doing one open mic on average a week for a whole year and just kind of stand up. I only ever really don't get a proper idea what I'm going to talk about until I get up here. And it just kind of feels like the right thing to do. But I've really missed it. I've missed you guys. I really mean that, you know? It's starting to feel like a little bit of a family, like walking in here and seeing a few familiar faces, seeing people for the first time. But it's just something really beautiful about coming down here in the Bee's Mouth, in the basement of the Bee's Mouth and getting a free drink afterwards, isn't there? You know, you can't really get that anywhere else. So, yeah, this is what I'm here to do. I just wanted to, this is like medicine. And this is kind of like group therapy, just standing up in front of people. I was chatting to this gentleman over here, that we've all got this basic human need to be seen. There's nothing worse than being ignored, and we'll often do things to get negative attention. But it's just all this fear. And I've got a bit stuck in my head. Life was getting a little bit too serious the last few weeks. I was thinking about these excuses not to come up and talk. And it's like, well, do you know what? Just get your ass down there. Just do it like all the performers are doing. There could always be a reason. And one of the things about a Wednesday night, it's harder now. It's more of a winter thing. But classically, it's very easy to stay in and have a pot noodle and a wank. Isn't it? It is indeed. Phil, you're talking from experience, my friend. How many pot noodles have you had this week? How many?
Only one.
Only one. And how many wanks have you had this?
I'm getting on a bit now.
Oh, is it?
A week to recover.
Really? Okay, fair enough then. So, this is all about sharing. Thanks, Phil. And can anyone beat one pot noodle this week? Who's had more than one pot noodle? No? So you're probably not. Unless, I don't know what sort of crowd it is. Can anybody beat, and if everyone's quiet, I know you're lying to me. Can anyone beat 0 wanks this week? Brilliant. Thank you for your openness and honesty. Would you like to say how many?
Just the one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Because I feel like an auctioneer all of a sudden now. Do I hear two? Not that you're meaning to. I could go around and look people in the eye, just a second.
Does honeymead count?
Honeymead?
Honeymead.
What's that?
You can say honey wine. So, yeah, it's a wine.
Ah, okay.
No kind of wine.
Oh, a wine.
Like the honey, yeast, and the wild berries. It's a good mixture. It's a whole drink.
And it helps you masturbate. It's nothing to know. Okay, we went off a bit of a tangent there. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for bringing that in. I can't remember where I was now, but I just kind of make it up on the spot anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm pretty much enjoying it. There was a few people who avoided eye contact. I'm not going to go into name names, but there's a few people with my psychic abilities that have had at least 2 cheeky wanks this week. So, don't know who that was. Well, I do know. So I'd like to talk about death and dying this week, because it's a nice cheery subject, isn't it? It's inevitable, but we don't really like to talk about it very much. So I think part of what I'm here to do is to remind us of that. Because who here, if they raise their hand and say that you live every day without realising? A minute and a half. Perfect. It goes quickly. So I'd like to spread this word, remind you you're all going to die. Not tonight. Hopefully not, anyway. But we just don't know when it's going to happen. So why do we put these things off to tomorrow is what I'm saying. But if you do spread this message, be careful how you do it, because if you remind someone they're going to die when you're sat next to them on the bus and they're a complete stranger, that can kind of go lots of different ways. So just put that out there. Do you want to spread some love, or do you want to have a bit of a shout as we finish?
Shout.
What? Both?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just quickly, just go inside. Think of a person that you really, really love. You've got so much love for in your heart. Just feel that feeling. And how easy it is to tap into that. And then just spread that beautiful, beautiful energy around the bee's mouth. And allow it to come back to you as well, because we all deserve love. It can be a challenging human experience. And that's so easy to tap into. And then we can spread it to Brighton and everywhere. But I'm a little bit rushed, so that's a bit of homework for next week, right? So now, just to finish off, so just to silence the critics and the inner critic, which has been going a bit crazy with me the last few weeks, I'm going to finish with, I'm going to say, my name is, and then you all say, we all say it together, my name is, and then you insert your name. And then we finish with, and if you don't like it, fuck you. Right? You up for that?
Okay.
Feels good to shout. We keep suppress, particularly for English. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. My name is Steve. And if you don't like it, fuck you. One more time, louder. My name is Steve. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Thank you, guys. I love you, Bee's Mouth. It's so good to be back. Thank you. I've been Marrron. Awesome.